if you are able to view my screen. Okay.
Yes, it is. It is visible.
So you are aware about UMP application, right? Is there anyone who has not seen the UMP application earlier? You can let us know. Okay, because I think everyone is there on UMP application. Okay, so why I'm showing this application because when you are required to, so let's go from step one. So in 1.0 application in HEM 1.0, what you do, you come to the HEM landing page, right? You create your credentials over there. You enter the facility details, like whether it is private hospital, whether it is government, right? And you create your credentials then and there. So while creating, while empaneling the hospital, you are creating your credentials also, and those credentials you have to pass on to your next generation when a new person is going to come, right? But in 1.0, this issue is there. So now in 2.0, that issue is resolved. Now every user is going to create their own credentials, right? And they will have to avail the role from through UMP application. Okay, so I'm showing you, as a fresh user, when you sign up, in case you are not having an account, you are going to take the role, right? Like temporary, there's an admin role in hospital onboarding, in hospital onboarding entity. You are required to take the role of admin, and that will be auto approved. Okay, so when you avail that role during the sign up process, okay, you will be able to log in into the application. For the existing users who already have an account in UMP application, right? So I believe everyone is there onboarded, because some or other role you must be having with you. So I have raised this role. Okay, so this is a role. Lavi, do you want me to approve your role? Acha, this is production, leave it. So as you can see, as a user, when you are going to create a role, you will select parent entity as your state, SHA state. Then hospital you will select. Then you will select entity name as hospital onboarding entity. Okay. Then your role is going to be admin. Application is HEM. So when you create this role, it will get auto approved. You are not required to get the admin code, or you have to ask the admin to get this role approved. So once this role is approved, so if you are already having this account in UMP, you will add role, and with the same configurations over here, you will be able to get this role. So once it is done, you will jump onto the HEM application, okay, and there you can log in. Without this role, you will not be able to log in into the HEM application. Okay, this is clear.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So we are clear with this. This is step one. First, you have to come to UMP. Under hospital onboarding entity, you have to create the admin role. That is fine. So step one, this is for your fresh hospitals. So the users who are having the hospital, but that is not there in the system. In case your hospital is already onboarded, that is migrated 1.2 to 2.2, and you are able to view it in drop down, you will raise the request for this hospital. Okay, directly for this hospital admin, and that will go to state. I think this step is also already done for multiple hospitals, right? Means we have hospital admins, right? That's why medcos are working, PMMs are working, है ना? So for for fresh hospital enrollment, so if you are enrolling a fresh hospital, you will create this hospital onboarding entity role, because currently at this moment you don't have that hospital on UMP application. So you can select this entity when you are, let's say if your hospital is already there and your user is not there, so you can add role and select your hospital actually as an entity like this. Let me show. See, since let's say I have this Bajaj Eye Center, right? So I will directly select this because I know this is my hospital. In case you know your hospital is not here, then you will select hospital onboarding entity. Okay, because since my hospital is not onboarded, I am going to onboard it through HEM. So you will select this. This is a reference entity so that you can log in HEM. You can empanel your hospital. Once it is approved, then automatically your entity and role will be created in UMP. I think this much is clear, quick and short. So now we will directly jump onto the HEM application. So once your role is created, you will log in into the HEM application, and from then and there, you will onboard your hospital into the HEM 2.0 application. Okay. Any questions till now? Okay. So Lavi, you can share your screen and we will go ahead.
All right. So good evening, everyone. This is Lavi, and I will be walking through the entire HEM application. You cannot start screen share while the other participant. Aparmit, can you please unshare your screen?
Sure, sure. Just a minute. Now you can go ahead.
So let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes, Lavi, it's visible.
Sure. So this is the landing page of our HEM application. There are several. We have a home tab, then we have a documents. In this documents, we have all the supporting documents which we want to navigate, and we can take it from here. Then we have a service tab where we have links for various third-party applications like CGRMS, Grievance, IT Help Desk, ABDM. Then this is the Find Hospital. If we click on this, we navigate to the various hospitals details. So how I will start? I will start with the login of the application. So as just now Aparmit has explained, the hospital user, which is an admin user role, we have empanel enrolled in UMP login. I will log in with one of the admin user. So let me enter the CAPTCHA ID, CAPTCHA. Then the login ID, which is an admin user. I click on verify. The moment I click on verify, it prompt me for the authentication mode. I'm entering the password and again the captcha to verify. And once all the mandatory details are filled,
Lovely,
login
can I
button.
bother you for a second, please?
Yes, yes. Yes, Anshuli. Okay, so thank you, Soumya. So for all those who joined just now, we have just taken the training session, and this is the login. We have made the valid your login user IDs, and this is the landing page of our new HEM application. So if you all can see, in this we have several tabs like dashboard and EDC tab, and this is the group functionality. We have new empanelment, mod empanelment, and several cards are displayed. So whatever these cards are displayed corresponding to their status, the records are displayed in the bottom. So if we click on empanelment card, you can see there are 20 cards details are showing. It is 20 records we have for hospitals. So I'll start with the how you will enroll your hospital as a fresh empanelment. So in that case, we need to click on new empanelment tab. The moment you click on the new empanelment, we get a pop-up. Pop-up asks for if you have a facility group, your facility is under any group. If yes, it will redirect us to the group tab. But if you click on no, then it will redirect to a new empanelment screen, hospital screen, where we will ask, do you have a registered ABDM or HFR ID? If I click on no, you have an option to click on this and create the HFR ID. If I click on yes, it will again ask me a HFR ID pop-up. So here I will enter an HFR, which is for a private hospital. The moment I enter, verify is enabled. Let me verify this. So it will ask me an OTP. So OTP for this HFR will go to a registered mobile number for this HFR is created. So for now, this is registered at my mobile number. So I will be right. I have received the OTP. I'm entering the OTP, and the moment I enter the correct OTP, it has given me the message of successfully validated. Since the OTP is validated, let me confirm. Now, once HFR is validated and confirmation is done, it navigated to the first screen of the form, that is a basic information page or a establishment details. Here, you can see there are several details like facility name, hospital type, which is auto-populated from HFR. So these are all grayed out and these are all non-editable fields. Now we have to enter all the mandatory fields which are editable. So facility type, we have a single, multiple specialty, super specialty. So I select a multi-specialty. Date of establishment, let me select any date of establishment. Facility registration certificate, facility registration number, registration certificate expiry date, government benefits concessions, and then all the mandatory fields I have. Okay. Let me re-log in. This is the session timeout. Waiting for an OTP. And some network glitch. I just received the OTP. I'm waiting for the another OTP to come. I'll try to relog in. So I was telling this, this is the page. We are filling the mandatory details. Registration certificate expiry date. The system of medicines is populating from HFR. Government benefits and concession. Rohini ID, we can enter. Does this facility has PG admin? The moment all these details are entered,
लवी मैं चेक करता हूँ, जब तक आप और कार्ड्स वगैरह एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए, ठीक है?
Okay. So we need to fill this entire form. I think we are checking something. This is we will fill all the mandatory details for this tab. So if you see, let me log in. So if you see in this, there are several cards which we can view. The draft card will have all the records, all the functionality records where the empanelment is in progress. Submitted are the cards where all the records for which the hospital has been empanelment form has been submitted, but it is pending for approval on the SHA or DEC or approval rules. Queried is the card where all the requests which are being queried or some clarification is required from DEC or SEC that is pending, that has all those records will come in this card. Empaneled one are the hospitals for which hospital is empaneled and approved by approval logins as well. Rejected, again the rejected hospital empanelment records. Then other further records. We can expand also to view the cards like withdrawn, inactive, re-empanel. This is the record list which we can see all the details by facility ID, facility name, facility type, specialties, and all the details will be displayed in the list view. If I click on this, this is a block view where we can see all the records in a block format. Again, the same details will be displayed, but the view format will change. So if I go, okay, fresh.
Lavi, if you want, you can log in with my credentials. There I can check. The save button is in
All right.
verifying.
I will log out that.
रजत credentials एक बार you tell to Ravi.
Yeah,
Lavi.
yeah, Rajat at the rate stage. UMP at the rate 12345. So there is record is in draft. Just now I have saved on data. That is the one.
Rajat, it is showing session timeout. Can you please share your screen? I will explain meanwhile. I don't know why it is happening.
Wait. I need to log out. Actually, it's
Ah.
login. And you can log in now again.
लवी मैंने आपको पिंक किया, एक बार देखना है ना?
Okay, so this is the record. We just start filling this. We have all the details, mandatory details we have filled. And once you fill all the mandatory details, then we will have this save button enabled. We click on save. We will get a successful save message like establishment did successfully. Now we move to the next section, that is address section. Again, if you see, as I mentioned, for HFR, there are certain fields which are populated. So in address section, address, pin code, block, all these will be auto-populated and are non-editable from HFR. I will enter the mandatory fields, like I enter a mobile number. So verification, OTP verification is implemented. So this OTP will go on my mobile number. 03. This is OTP is verified. Now email ID. Police station. Details, locality. Again, you observe, filled all the mandatory details. Save button is enabled. I clicked on the save. Address saved successfully. Now, the next button. As soon as I click on next, the entire form will be open with all the tabs highlighted at the top. So I am filling all the mandatory details. If any doubt, you may please ask in between, or we can take in the later on. So the scheme page, I will select the PMJ scheme. Click on save. The successful save message for scheme is displayed. I navigated to the next page. These are all the list of specialties which we are getting. I selected the burns management specialty, and if you can see, there is a disclosure message. I have a declare that I am disclosing all the specialties. Click on checkbox and then save. The moment you click on save, you will see those specialties are mapped successfully. Now navigating to the next page. So if you observe, the moment I navigate to the fill the information and navigate to the tabs, the green tick will come in our form. Now this is a services section. So services section, we have all the services. These are general services and equipment details, which are subdivided into two subsections, services and equipment. I'll fill all the mandatory details here. The moment you fill all mandatory details, click on save. General services data is submitted successfully. Likewise, you have to fill all with all the mandatory fields. Click on save. So we have filled both the section of general services and equipments. Now navigating to the support services. Click on save. So if you see, if in case you are logged out by any chance or by some error or some glitch or internet issue, then you will, whatever the details which you have filled already, you will be able to resume from there on itself. So since I have filled all the information from scheme and specialties, all those details are automatically filled and I can navigate to the page where I have left.
हेलो साहब आपने अभी तक बैठना पड़ता है भाई। अच्छा चल रहा है सर और काम काज चला हाउ आर यू जर्नी बढ़िया मस्त
So I'm resuming from where I have left. These are all the mandatory details for security and services section. Support services data submitted successfully. All the support services are filled. Now the department, the specialty services details. I'm filling all the mandatory details for this section. Since all the details are saved, I'm clicking on next. So again, the green tick is there as all the mandatory fields are filled in the services section. Now this is a statutory tab. Here we have all the building infrastructure and registration certificate fields and date of issuance and valid up to. I will select the dates. Click on save. Statutory licenses data is saved successfully. Filling the further data. So I'm filling only the mandatory details in order to navigate this form in a faster way. Now next. This is a human resource tab. So Anshu, I hope I am going with the correct pace. No, it's not faster. Everyone is able to understand. Huh?
Can anyone confirm the pace is fine, or we can slow down if something is missing or if you're not able to understand? From the state team, if anyone can confirm.
Okay, I think it's okay. So here in the human resource tab, I've filled name, CEO details, their designation. This is the email ID which I have entered. Again, there is a OTP verification. If I click on verify, I will receive an OTP at my mail ID. So meanwhile, I'll receive the OTP. I'll enter mobile number also for the mobile verification. Verify. So this is verified. I'll check for the we have to receive the OTP for email ID. I'll enter the Aadhaar details. Again, verification. In Aadhaar, we have two-step verification. One Aadhaar OTP will come and admin OTP. So Aadhaar OTP.
And admin OTP I have received, Lavi,
Hmm.
800
Hmm.
472.
So if you can see, this is a two-step OTP verification for Aadhaar. We have admin OTP and Aadhaar OTP. Let me check if I so yeah, I have received this mail also. If you can see, this is the email verification. I'm entering this OTP as well. Let me enter this. 2154. Valid OTP.
Lavi, in place of TCS ID, na, you click multiple times. Yeah, recent one you have to.
So after entering all these verification details, OTP, all these are verified. Click on save. The moment I click on save, we again receive a message that these are saved successfully. Navigating to the next section, hospital admin and nodal. These will be auto-populated from UMP data, the admin ID which we have created. Now, this is a medical human resource section. If I click on this and if you hover over on this eye icon, it says that pending item, we have to add the records for resident medical officer and medical superintendent. So I'm making an entry for resident medical officer, officer 1. As in the drop down subtype of human resource, I will select the medical superintendent as it is a mandatory field in order to add this. Now registration certificate and declaration certificate. Let me enter, attach any document. Okay. So the moment I enter all the details, add button is enabled. Click on add. This human resource for medical superintendent is, and we can see this in the bottom of this section with all the details. Now, if we hover on this, the pending item is resident medical officer. So we will make another entry for medical officer, resident, the sub resident medical officer. And then attach the certificate for this officer as well. Click on add. So since we have added the mandatory details, this eye icon is also removed and we can see the two entries. So these are all added in this section. Now non-medical human resource section, we will enter the medical field and click on save. Again, the save message is successful. Moving to the next section, support service human resource. If we hover, this is for our explanation that these are the three fields where we need to enter microbiology, my biochemistry and blood bank for this resource. Resource 1, microbiology. Making an entry for this support service human resource data, saved successfully. Now we have to add for biochemistry and blood bank. So I'm making a entry for biochemistry. And click on save. The second entry is also done. So only blood bank is remaining. So we have to make this a mandatory detail for human resource for blood bank. Click on add. Now we have added all the 3 mandatory details which are needed to be for service human section. This is the last section for human resource, which is a specialist section where we need to add the human resource for the specialties which we have added. So this is for this specific section, we have an HPR, a mandatory field. I am entering one of the doctor HPR. And I click on verify. I will receive an OTP for the entered HPR ID for which it is registered. So if you see, the HPR ID will fetch the data automatically for certain of the fields like type of the human resource. It is a non-editable field and populated as doctor with the name, registration number. I will enter the remaining fields which are mandatory. Like this specialization section gives all the specialty. I will select this bunch management, enrollment time. So enrollment type, if you see, it has visiting and full-time consultant. So if a doctor is a visiting consultant, then he can enroll in multiple hospitals and can have multiple hospital visits. But if we select a full-time consultant, then he may not be able to visit in other hospitals as he is working full-time in one of the hospitals. So for time being, I'm selecting this as a visiting consultant. I'll enter the ID, mobile number, and registration cert. The moment I enter, click on add. So if you click on add in this section, it will say that this HPR ID is already mapped to another hospital. So likewise, I just now said if we are selecting a visiting hospital, this doctor is already mapped to one of the hospital he is working. So we are allowing him yes or no. So for now, I'm proceeding it yes. These specialist data is added successfully. So we have filled all the details in this section. Moving to next tab. So this is a quality accreditation. Does your organization have any accreditation? I click on yes. We will fill all the accreditation details. I select one of the accreditation like PMJ Gold certification. Enter the certification number. This is valid till, and again a specialization for the certification. Click on add accreditation. Okay, something is the acquisition data is not reports. I think something is there. So this is how we will add these accreditation details also. For now, I'm skipping this. Click on next as I have selected as no only. Click on next. This is a financial information tab where we will enter the bank details and all the account details. So this is the account holder name, the account number, IFSC code. I will. Oh. So if you see the moment I enter IFSC code, bank name, branch name, all these fields will be auto-populated. Email ID, bank email ID. BSR code. Yeah. So filling all the bank details. Now taxation, tax details, all the tax information like PAN number, TAN number, I'll fill these details. 10 number name, GST number, and again GST number, GST name. So, does your facility has exemption, TDS exemption? If you click on no, that is selected, save is enabled. If you click on yes, then you have to fill additional fields like TDS exemption application, original details. So, let me fill all these details as well. Certification number. So, click on save. You can see financial information saved successfully. So, we have filled both the section on this financial tab. Now, I'm moving to the next page. This is the last document section where we will upload all the mandatory documents for this hospital. So I will drag and drop for now in order to speed this section. So here all the mandatory documents which we require during the filling form or before empanelment submit are mandatory. So if you see, this is a hospital photo we have to upload. So it is asking for a JPG image. So I've uploaded all the all the documents which are mandatory. Now navigating to the bottom, I click on save. Okay, so I think some issue on somewhere I missed. Let me remove this. Issue. Upper में there is some document section is there. So we will add. I've added all the mandatory documents.
What happened, Lavi?
On document section, last section, I'm getting when I'm clicking on save, submit, some request error is there. Though I have entered all the mandatory details.
Wait.
So here in this section, if you see, meanwhile he's checking, we will fill all the details and click on save. So if you see, The moment you fill all the details, it will be
क्वालिटी एग्रीडेशन चेक करना प्लीज, मार्केट टिक.
Aparmit. This I have purposely left because something was coming. We'll check then. So give me a moment, just a moment.
Ravi will also be joining. We will see.
Okay.
Lavi,
Yes, Aparmit.
in the meantime, you show this approver side. Once we submitted it, it will go to approver, and then we will continue from approval screen. है ना?
Okay. Okay, Aparmit.
Log in incognito.
So we have saved this information for all the documents. Maybe some that the file which I was uploading in that photograph, that was a corrupted file. So navigating to next. So since I have filled all the details, all the tabs, the moment I click to next after filling this information, you will see this preview form. Let it load the page. So now I can see all the desired details which I have filled in a one-page form, like basic information tab, address section, scheme details as PMJ, specialties I selected, branch management, all the general services, whatever details I selected, support services. Entire form will be displayed as a preview where I can see what details I have added. Now, this is a declaration before submitting the final form, that declaring that whatever the information I have submitted or I have given entered, those are accurate and are not false or misleading. The moment I select this checkbox, my empanelment form button will be enabled for submit and start e-sign. When you click on start e-sign, it will navigate to a e-sign third-party URL where you will enter the required Aadhaar number and you will get the OTP and then you can submit. So we will submit this form finally. The moment I submit this empanelment form this is a private hospital, it will go to a DEC login. So any doubt or I will further submit this form to a DEC user. Okay, so let me submit this form. So this is the final approval. This is the final empanelment application which is submitted from user. Now you can see there is a pop-up message which says that we have submitted. Thank you for submitting the request for empanelment form with the hospital name. This is a cyber hospital and a reference ID which is 21906. The moment you submit the hospital, this reference ID, you will receive one message that you have submitted this information for a hospital. Now I will log into a DEC user. E3. So this is a DEC user login where you see the landing page. It's have a dashboard where we have all the details of the empaneled hospital cards and the graphs and the information. Now navigating to a work list tab. This is the tab where we have all the cards where we can take an action or answer the queries or records which we have received. So since I have submitted this hospital, it will come into a pending DEC card. If I click on pending DEC card, see, this is the hospital which just now I submitted. This record is seen in this pending DEC card with all the details. Empanelment in progress, specialties I have selected, burns management, submission date is date. Now click on so if you see all the details with all the mandatory details, empanelment in progress. This is the empanelment form. Rajat, for this, physical verification is in pending.
No, Lavi, that is not the go to back. Refresh the page.
Just a moment. Work list. All right. This
Yeah,
is
that
the
is. Yeah, that is.
empanelment. So if you see, all these details are reflected along with the status empanelment in progress. One thing also you can observe the progress bar. If you see, this account is created 22nd today's date, empanelment form is submitted today. So this progress bar will keep on moving as in when we are progressing during the empanelment submission. So this further will go to DEC officer and further it will go to SEC officer. These question marks will be enabled if we have a query or sendback clarification is sent from DEC or SEC officer. Now moving ahead, this cyber hospital have two options: empanelment form and initiate physical verification. So, and we have a workflow history that this UMP user role empanelment is for this. Now, if you click on this empanelment form, again you will have a preview of the entire form which you have submitted, which has been submitted by an admin login. See. And there is a PDF option to download also if in case you want to download this PDF. Okay. Now, this is a initiate physical verification. So, this is a mandatory physical verification initiation for a private hospital. I click on this. New screen will pop up for which I have to select the physical verifier. So there are two options. We can assign to a district DEC physical verifier or TPA third party. If I select TPA physical verifier, and these are all the list of the physical verifier which are under TPA, I select one of the TPA for which I have a user credentials, and these automatically date of assignment and due date of physical verification will be auto populated within 7 days of assignment where we do. Now click on initiate verification. The moment I click on initiate verification, the message pops up that physical verification is initiated for hospital. So we have done two steps of this. We have submitted the admin has submitted the empanelment form. Now DC user has initiated the physical verification. Any question so far? Or we will proceed to a physical verifier login. Okay. So this is, now I am proceeding with the physical verifier login. Okay, so now if you will see the physical verification which was initiated for this hospital, status updated date is this and due date is 29. If you see, physical verification is in pending. The moment I click on this, open the record for this physical verifier. Now physical verifier will verify all the details which has been submitted by the admin user hospital during empanelment. He can see all the details and he can approve. These are the inputs detail physical verifier can do. That it is like that all the details which you have submitted are valid. So physical verifier can select submit. If physical verifier wants, he can click on remarks button and give remarks that okay, basic info correct. The moment I give this, will enter and these remarks will be added. Click on save. So for all the physical verifier comments, we have to verify or valid as in valid or invalid and click on save. So this is how you can, physical verifier can perform the verification, looking all the information and approving the valid and invalid record. Okay, special. So you can navigate all the tabs this way and you can modify, you can make changes. Like if physical verifier found that what is not 34 but are 30 only, so he can make the changes and click on save. Likewise, we can navigate to any of the section and we can make the necessary changes. Valid. Click on save. So as soon as physical verifier has submitted all these necessary information, he can navigate to the bottom of the page where we have a report section. Now he has to fill all these details, like some document he is uploading or any video he prefer being on a field he want to upload. So supposedly I'm uploading any document and I attach the document. Document description is field details, physical verification done. Now these are the latitude and longitudes which are automatically coming from field verification. Now I have entered all the details. I am submitting this information. Any question so far, else this report will be submitted from physical verifier. All right. So proceeding further, I click on submit. If you see, physical verification is submitted successfully. Now, this physical verification is submitted by our TPA. It will navigate to DEC user. DEC user who has initiated the physical verification, it will come in the pending DEC card. If you can see, this is the record. I click on open the record. Here you can see the status that physical verification completed. Before physical verification initiation, there was a button to initiate physical verification, but since TPA has completed the physical verification, this status is updated. And we can see the comments which are given by physical verifier. Physical verifier is selected as valid. And if I click on remarks, you can see the remarks also which are given by physical verifier. Now this is a DEC user who can further approve this empanelment form, validating all the information if he wants and giving certain comments. So if I say DEC user also selects a valid, DEC user valid. So we can see this chats and we can see the remarks given by each user. Click on save. So like this, we will make the necessary information or update which DEC user copy from DEC. Click on save. So if you can see, this is a workflow history. Physical verification marks, we are also showing that physical verification done. And this is a document of the physical verification which was submitted. So DEC user can see the report which is uploaded by a physical verifier along with the details of their field location. Now DEC user has this action drop down where he says empanelment recommended by DEC, response required from facility, and empanelment not recommended by DEC. So if DEC user wants, he can approve this request, he can raise a query, and he can reject the form also. So here I am recommending, that is, I am approving this details which are correct. Approving. Click on submit. So I am proceeding further where DEC user can submit this form further and he is approving this empanelment request. Any question so far? If I submit this form, this will further go to SEC for final approval. Or we can proceed further. Okay, so I'm proceeding further. Click on submit. DEC officer's request empanelment recommended by DEC. So we have got a successful message. Now I'll log into a SEC user. So this is the SEC login user. If you can see, we have several tabs, like again a dashboard similar to a DEC dashboard where we have all the required information for all the hospitals which are impaneled or pending or with DEC query or facility query and all the graphs details. Now again moving to a work list tab. So the request which is approved by DEC will come on the pending SEC card. So I have clicked on this pending SEC card. We have a search functionality also. If I click on search, Cyber was the name of my hospital. So this was the record which I submitted just now. If I click on this, open this record, again SEC has a right to all the details which was submitted by DEC officer. And if you can see, this progress bar is also, since DEC officer has approved this request, so this progress bar is green. And the SEC officer can see what the comments were given by physical verifier and DEC officer as well. So here, since SEC officer says valid, and again the remarks which were given, final from SEC. Click on save. Address. Click on save. So likewise, SEC can also see all the form details. He can make, modify, he can see valid, invalid, like statutory license, valid, DEC has given valid, invalid. So click on save. Scrolling bottom, now SEC officer can see the physical verification details which were given. And now actions to be taken by SEC officer has 4 actions. So let me explain these. Empanelment which are approved by SEC, empanelment rejected by SEC, query raised by SEC, and query requested by SEC from facility. So query raised by SEC, that is a third option, will go to DEC. The SEC has a right to query from DEC for any doubts or any question. The same SEC has a right or has a facility that he can ask directly from the hospital, not DEC officer. So these are 3-4 options for SEC user. Now I'm approving this hospital for a final empanelment. Any question so far, or we can proceed with the final hospital empanelment approval. SEC final empanelment approval. We can attach one report as well as a document. Anshu, am I audible here? So we can proceed for final empanelment if no questions
Yes,
are there. Huh?
yes, you are audible.
All right. Okay. So SEC, once the SEC will approve this request, our hospital will be empaneled and that will be reflected on our admin page. So I click on submit. So if you see SEC officer empanelment approved by SEC, I click on OK. Now I will log in to my hospital login to check what is the status of my hospital. So I'm logged into admin login. If you can see, the record will come in the empaneled card. This is the cyber hospital. This is the latest hospital which I have submitted just now, shown to you. And status is empaneled, SEC final empanelment approval. And this is the remarks which SEC has given and the status date is there. This is in empaneled card. The moment I click on this, I'll open this record now. Since this hospital is an empaneled hospital, you can see the workflow history that user empanel is in progress, DEC officer, SEC officer, all the details are there. Now we can update the form. There are several functionalities which we can do after empanelment is done. We can submit quality audit also. We can do a declaration, withdraw functionality, hospital profile. So I'll show you update how empaneled hospital can update the form. So Aparmit, we can show this update to them. So this is the form which was submitted during the empanelment. Now I'll make certain changes, like I update this Rohini ID update. Click on this, save. This is establishment detail updated successfully. Now, if I click on next, Since I have made changes on this basic detail or some information, I click on navigate. We can navigate from tabs also and proceed to submit the form. Since you have made changes certain basic information, it will navigate to update. You will see this preview form again. You can validate the information which I just updated. Click on this declaration. Now we have this update button enabled. Click on update. You will see that these are updated successfully. Now we will show an upgrade.
सौम्या जी, इसके
जी।
बाद we will show upgrade, right? And after that, should we like wrap up or you suggest?
I think we can wrap up for today. For the next, like the leftover
Because
module,
there are lots
yes.
of functionalities, huh?
Yeah. So for the next, for the rest of the module, we can schedule another meeting and we can demonstrate in that, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
So
So
upgrade
Soumya,
के
just
लिए
upgrade.
upgrade
Yeah,
के
we
लिए भी
can show
करना है?
upgrade. It will not take much time, Soumya. Just 5-7 minutes.
After update, upgrade because
ठीक है,
Correct.
yeah.
upgrade close करते हैं.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
So for upgrade, if we make any changes like in financial information, I navigate. I wanted to change certain information in financial tab. I make changes, upgrade, like I have modified this holder name or I have updated the mail ID and I click on save. This is the critical information which will go for the approval. So this will go for upgrade. So once upgrade information will be submitted, it will go to DEC and then further to SEC for approval. I click on next as I have made changes in financial information tab. This is a preview form. Click on this checkbox. Now you can see this is an upgrade. Automatically the changes which are made on financial page configuration are done that way. If changes are done on like financial information, this will go for upgrade and approval process. Upgrade request submitted successfully. I'll navigate to a DEC user where I can see this information. This is a DEC user login. Navigate to the work list. It will move to pending DEC query. It will go to directly, it will go to SEC officer. Now, upgrade request will, once hospital submit this request, it will navigate to SEC officer. SEC officer can approve this request or he has a right to ask for DEC officer to verify that request. So let me log into SEC officer. Okay. This is already logged in. Okay, this is already logged in. I'll refresh this page. So if you see in work list tab, upgrade request, there is one card where upgrade request will come. So Cyber Hospital, I have submitted this request, upgrade request submitted. This is the record with just now. Okay, time out. Let me see. Okay, so this request will come to SEC. I think this session is more than 25 minutes SEC login. This captcha is not coming up, Parmit. Now I want to log in.
Wait.
Just now I logged in. It was coming, not sure why. So the request which was submitted by admin user for an upgrade, SEC user will receive this request. Now SEC user can approve this request. Let me see why this. And
एक बार refresh करना है वापस से incognito में try it.
I have reloaded a permit. Okay, now it came. Okay. So upgrade card, SEC login. This is the record latest one which is submitted. So if you see here in upgrade request, SEC user has an optional physical verification. If SEC user wants during upgrade to have a physical verification, he has right to initiate. Now you can see the workflow history also. Admin upgrade request submitted. This is all the details are there. Now SEC user, you can see the upgrade, and if I want to show the financial information tab, this is the changes which was submitted by admin for upgrade. So I can see these details as well. Now the action, upgrade approved by SEC, upgrade rejected by SEC, or upgrade response required from facility. So here in this section, this category of action, upgrade, SEC has a right to ask or require a response from facility. Now here I am approving this request of upgrade. Upgrade approved by SEC. Now click on submit. So this is approved by SEC, and now this upgrade request is also approved and the data is upgraded. So we have covered the empanelment process. Admin has submitted the empanelment request. Then it will go to DEC. DEC will initiate the physical verification. Physical verifier will submit the report. It will come to DEC. DEC will approve the empanelment form further to SEC. And then we have updated one of the records. We have upgraded one of the requests. So Soumya, anything or any questions anyone wants to ask? Else we can, maybe as Soumya suggested, we can wind up for this photo day.
Is there any questions from anyone from the state regarding the entire demo?
मैम
और
एक क्वेश्चन था
हाँ जी
छत्तीसगढ़ से मैम
हाँ जी
मैम जैसे स्टार्टिंग में जो हॉस्पिटल लॉगिन करता है एचएफआर से डिटेल ऑटो पॉपुलेट हो जाएंगे इन केस यदि हॉस्पिटल ने वो डिटेल गलत डाल दिया है तो एचएफआर में वो चेंज कर सकता है ना
हाँ आपको आपके HFR रजिस्ट्रेशन में ही वो डिटेल अपग्रेड करना होगा और फिर यू कैन इनिशिएट
ओके दूसरा था मैम कि अभी जैसे नंबर ऑफ बेड्स फिल करने का था उसमें केवल नंबर ऑफ बेड्स आ रहा है क्या आईसीयू एचडीयू बेड्स और जनरल वार्ड बेड्स का
Yes, it is
सेग्रीगेशन
there. Yes, for every ICU fields like MICU, we have number of beds there also. For wards also, it is there. I just fill the mandatory details and to navigate this further.
ओके मैम।
जितना हैश मार्क था ना, एस्ट्रिक मार्क, अभी क्योंकि डेमो चल रहा था तो वही दिखाया, उसमें
जी।
सारी डिटेल्स हैं। हाँ जी।
लिफ्ट लाइसेंस हैश मार्क किया बी के पास लिफ्ट